Please, it's 6 o'clock. Thank y'all. We have, at the beginning of the meeting, presentations for employees that are retiring. So I'm going to turn it over to our county manager, John Ward, to present the retirement recognitions.
I've got a special helper that's going to help me tonight. First off, I'd like to call Mr. Keith Sargent to the front. Keith's retirement date is going to be on December 29th, 2025 with Planning and Development. Was hired in 1992 as an inspector and promoted to senior inspector in 98, promoted to senior building inspector in 07, became code enforcement officer in 2015, and then was promoted to review and building inspector in 2019. Oftentimes, I'm providing updates on our very large capital projects, including the new Sheriff's Department and jail and the Grove Park. And all those projects, he's made all the reviews on those projects and helped carry those through. And I don't know if we would have been as successful without him doing that as we were. Both of those were monumental projects for our community, and what a way to wrap up a wonderful career is working on those. So thank you so much. Ms. Donna Butler Youngblood. Ms. Donna's retirement date is going to be on the 26th. She was hired in December of 2025 as an appraiser 1 with the tax assessor's office, was promoted to appraiser 2 in 08, promoted to appraiser 3 in 2016, and then reclassified as a personal property auditor in 2017. Thank you for all you do. Charles Miller. Charles was hired in 2005 with Animal Control, and his official retirement date will be on the 2nd of January. Thank you for everything you do and helping the animals in our community. Got one more. I'm going to hold that for the January meeting. So with that, that'll conclude all the retirement recognitions tonight.
All right, thank you. At this time, if everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and invocation.
Father, thank you for this day. Please watch over each one of us as we make decisions for the county and help us to give us the guidance we need. Please be with everyone here when they leave tonight and keep them safe. And let us not forget what this season's coming up is about. It's about your son, Jesus. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I don't blame you. I wouldn't stay for the whole meeting either. We'll give them just a second to parade out. Okay, we're going to call the meeting to order. Roll call. Let the record show that everyone is present. We have next the adoption of our agenda, and item 8.1 has been requested to be tabled until the January meeting, so make a notation that 8.1 and any other changes to the agenda that board would like to make right now. If not, entertain a motion to adopt the agenda with that one notation. Got a motion?
Second.
We got a second? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Oppose? Passes. And now we'll go to the county manager's report and update.
Okay, I'm going to start off with the Grove Park in Walnut Grove. We're scheduled for completion of the entire contract in the park this month. On December 15th, there'll be new exercise equipment being installed that was provided through a grant by the Walton Healthcare Foundation. And the community center is scheduled to start opening on January 5th. We will be working with Parks and Rec staff to schedule a grand opening at that facility, and we'll work around the weather and try to get it during the best time that we can. At Hard Labor Creek Water Treatment Plant, we're approximately 2 weeks ahead of schedule. Earlier this month, and it's later on the agenda for ratification, the Walton County Water and Sewer Authority approved increasing the plant capacity from 12 million gallons a day to 16 million gallons a day. The change moves the estimated start date for the plant from September of 2027 to January of 2028. So we'll have just a small impact there. Also, PPI is preparing estimates for the cost for waterline potential enlargement in conjunction with the DOT improvements along Highway 20. And the DOT has notified the county that their plan to replace the bridge along 138 as you're coming into Monroe will more than likely be delayed a number of years. Public Works, Blount Construction began the 2-foot road widening project on Bay Creek Church. The department completed their annual EPD inspection at the closed down Walton County landfill. They submitted and received approval for the 2026 LMIG grant funds for road paving from DOT in the amount of $1,603,858.23. That's all based on gas tax and road mileage. They completed the culvert replacement project on Donald Drive, and they received and put into service a 2025 Mack tandem dump truck that we had ordered this past year. 2 other notes. We do plan on bidding out use and maintenance of vacant land associated with the Grove Park. Currently, there has been a previous use of a farmer planting corn on that site. Their use of that actually helps us in reduction of maintenance costs, and we plan to do the same of vacant land around Baker Street associated with the Hammond Drive complex. That's previously been used for producing hay, and that'll help us in reducing cost as we move forward with that. And on another note, I just wanted to make the commission aware that I held a meeting, and we're in the process of working with the city of Walnut Grove on traffic calming throughout the city and speed reduction for safety purposes involving speeding complaints and just the amount of traffic that's coming into the city. It'll be in conjunction and also offer a good bit of additional safety to people entering and leaving the Walnut Grove Park there. And finally, as we near the end of 2025, I just wanted to share how immensely proud I was of all of our Walton County staff. Through hard work and dedication, they work each day to make Walton County a wonderful place to live, work, learn, and play. We're fortunate to all live in such a special place. My hope for 2026 is that we move beyond negativity and turn a new page where we harness everyone's passion and work together to make our community even stronger. We have a lot of important decisions ahead of us. We can choose to focus on distractions, or we can choose to focus on making our community stronger. I hope everybody will join me in learning from our collective experiences from 2025 and using them to help shape 2026 into our best year yet. That concludes my report.
All right, are there any questions from the board? All right, we'll move on to 4.2. The item is MOU, Memorandum of Understanding with the City of Monroe, and seeking funding for what is being called the North Loop around Monroe. The first half of the bypass has been completed. City of Monroe and Walton County feels like dumping the traffic on Highway 11 at the Publix will create some problems, especially when school's in. And we would like the opportunity to work together, hire lobbyists this next session of the legislature and try to push to seek funding to complete the second part of the bypass. And we need, if y'all agree to move forward on that, we need to authorize the county attorney to work with the city attorney and prepare a memorandum of understanding where we split whatever fees we pay lobbyists and have agreement in place. And session starts right after January 1st. So, and our local legislators and senators are going to try to help us in this project. And I open it up for discussion.
What is the current, the state's just saying they're not moving forward with it at all?
We've been to the state 3 times, and unless we come up with some skin in the game, some sort of way, they're not interested in financing it. We've had discussions of, you know, coming up with probably 10 to 13% if they'll commit to the rest, which would be $64 million. The county and the city's talking about $5 million apiece for the project if we can get the $64 million, which would be, it needs to be done. And this is as good a chance of any of getting some state revenue, since the state does have abundance of revenue on hand. And the political climate is to put it out in good projects. So we feel like this will qualify as a very good project to cut from 78 over to Highway 11 in the general area of Bold Springs Road.
Mr. Chairman, will the public have a say-so on the route, and before we move forward, would there be some conversations with the public?
They will hold public meetings once the GDOT does that.
Okay.
Once they've committed to a project, they'll take public comment at that time. Right now, we don't have anything except for some plans that have been drawn for the project, preliminary. Without funding, it can't go any further.
I think the important thing here is that while there's a potential commitment of funding, there will be no commitment unless we're successful at obtaining.
There'll be no commitment if the state doesn't commit to the bulk of the project. In talking with the city of Monroe and ourselves, I was very successful on the water treatment plant by hiring lobbyists to work the legislature. We got $46,200,000 grant that you don't pay back. I want to hire the same lobbyists, which is later on in the agenda if we approve this MOU, to work for the county and the city.
So really, all we're committing to tonight is to try to bridge the gap and try to come to an understanding, and then we revisit it.
Yeah, we need to, when 2 different governments are working together, there has to be that MOU, and it spells out, you know, who is responsible for what and going for these funds. So getting the MOU approved first and then approving later on in the agenda the lobbyists is a process.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
for clarity, because I'll be the one that would work with the city attorney on an MOU, Would that include the dollar commitment that you referenced?
We would, to get the GDOT to express any interest, there has to be some sort of skin in the game, as they call it. So that commitment from the city of Monroe and from Walton County will be part of the MOU if we get the rest of the funding.
I understand. I just wanted to make sure that my marching orders were clear.
Right.
And I do
Yes,
believe,
don't let the city of Monroe take advantage of us, please.
and I do believe it's on the Monroe agenda next week.
Yeah, we need a motion to authorize the county attorney to prepare the document with the city of Monroe.
I make a motion to approve.
All right, we have a motion from Commissioner Shellnut.
I second.
We have a second from Commissioner Warren. Any other discussion? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Oppose? We have one opposed, Commissioner Lee Bradford. Okay, under old business, we have 5.1, the amendment to the impact fee ordinance, second hearing, final adoption.
Okay, 5.1 OA 25-0335, it's the final adoption of the impact fee ordinance. This is the second and final public hearing. This is for the board to vote on an increase in the impact fee amount and an implementation date.
Okay, are there any questions from the board?
What's the
that
implementation
date?
date?
Whatever date y'all set to start charging.
How soon can we do
Recommend
that?
January 1st, please. It changed when the state made us go back through these additional
Is
steps.
that better for you to do it January 1st, young lady?
At any point in, we can go with whatever date you decide. Yes, sir. We can get it implemented.
I'll make a motion to approve with a start
Well,
date of
let's
January
do the public hearing on it first. Is it?
1st. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I think it's for clarity, so this is something y'all have been discussing for several months. And y'all set a fee schedule of what's the impact fee amount so that
It would increase to, for single-family residents, $3,635.57 per dwelling.
and that would be going to effect January 1?
Correct.
Okay.
That is the maximum allowed by the study.
So with that, we'll have a public hearing on that amendment to the impact fee ordinance. So if there's anyone in the crowd who would like to be heard on that, in favor of it or in opposition to it, now's your opportunity. Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing.
Okay. Entertain a motion to adopt.
I'll make a motion to approve with a start date of January 1st.
We have a
2026.
motion. We have a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passes unanimous by the board. I abstain. Planning and development. Might as well stay up there.
Yes, sir. Item 6.1 is the conditional use, CU 25-0321, conditional use on 1.47 acres for a place of worship for Buddha study and meditation. The applicant owner is Paula Kim Nguyen, property located at 3550 Bay Creek Church Road and Bay Creek Drive. Map and parcel is N44A32 and it's in District 1. Since the Planning Commission, we have received a letter from the applicant, and they wish to withdraw this case.
Okay. All right, at this time, I'll open public hearing and turn it over to the county attorney to conduct.
If they're willing to withdraw, y'all can vote to authorize the withdrawal, and we won't have to have the hearing.
All right, and is that taking place? They've, all right, need a motion to accept the withdrawal.
I motion to accept the withdrawal.
We have a motion,
I second.
we have a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Passes. Next one.
Item 6.2, Z 25-0327. It's a rezone of 2.28 acres from A1 to R1 to create a buildable lot. Owner, applicant is Kim Crow. Property is located at 3707 Tom Brewer Road. Map and parcel is C4710, and it's in District 2. There was no opposition at the Planning Commission, and the Planning Commission recommend as approval as submitted.
Okay.
All right, so we'll go over the public hearing procedures that would apply to this case and all the other items that are on the agenda. When you come to the podium, please state your name and address. Each side will be given 10 minutes. The applicant will go first, and any time that the applicant and those in favor of a proposal do not use can be reserved for rebuttal. But remember, there's a total of 10 minutes, so if there are several people that would like to speak on an item, please don't take up all your neighbor's time, because, again, it'll be 10 minutes for each side. So are you the applicant?
I am.
All right, please state your name and address.
Okay. My name is Kim Crow. I live at 1490 Bradley Ginn Road in Monroe, but I purchased this house because it has a buildable lot connected to it. Because of the rezoning, I couldn't divide the property. So I want to change it to R1 so I can make it into 2 lots. The existing house will be on 1.1 acres, and then the buildable lot next door will be 1.1 acres.
Are there any questions for the applicant at this time? Thank you, ma'am. Is there anyone else here who would like to speak in favor of this request? Is there anyone here who would like to speak in opposition? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing.
Okay, entertain a motion.
I make a motion, we approve.
We have a motion.
I second.
We have a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Passes by the board.
Item 6.3, it's a rezone Z 25-0332, rezone 1 acre from A2 to B3 to conform with the future land use. The applicant and owner is Bill Shea. Property located at 782 Highway 11. Map and parcel is C13544, and it's in District 5. There was no opposition at the Planning Commission meeting, and the Planning Commission recommended approval as submitted.
Or we'll open the public hearing on this matter. Would the applicant like to come forward and address the board?
I'm John Shea. I'll be representing my father, who owns the subject property. We'd like to thank the ladies and gentlemen here on the commission for hearing us tonight. We're just looking at speculative. It sits over there, right over there near the bypass already where it's coming in. It is surrounded on the south side by industrial and in the rear with industrial. We're just wanting to go on and rezone that to highway business as it fits in on the land use plan. That's it.
Thank you, sir. Any questions for the applicant? Thank you, sir. Is there anyone else here who would like to speak in favor of this request? Is there anyone here that would like to speak in opposition? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve.
I second.
We have a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Passes by the board.
Item 6.4, rezone Z 2503 333, rezone and conditional use on 2.06 acres from A2 to B2 for parking of commercial vehicles and conditional use for outside storage. The owner applicant is Jose Alvarez Salazar, property located at 1125 Highway 81 and Guthrie Cemetery Road. Map and parcel is C52, parcel 75, and it's in District 3. There was some opposition at the Planning Commission meeting with concerns with traffic and allowing outdoor storage across from the new park. Planning Commission did recommend denial. This is also a code enforcement case, and the property has been cleaned up somewhat from the original state. And since the Planning Commission, Mr. Salazar purchased the demolition permit on 11/24 to remove the 986 square foot mobile home that is on the property.
All right, we'll open the public hearing on this matter. Would the applicant like to come forward to address the board?
Hi, my name is Blake Snyder. I'm helping Jose here, speaking on behalf. I'm a local business owner in Walnut Grove. But I think there's some confusion about what he's wanting to do with this property. He's not wanting to set this up as bringing 18-wheelers in for parking, this paid parking to bring in there. What's there is what's going to be there. He's only parking, I think he has 3 trucks and a couple trailers and a skid steer. He uses this for his concrete company. I've known Jose since 2010 as a customer of mine, and I mean, if there's any questions about what's going to be held or done there, we're also going to be putting he's going to be putting a privacy fence up in the front there. They put tall. We talked to the Walton County Code Enforcement there to be compliant. Something looks nice. It's not going to be a eyesore to the park. As well, the slope all the banks around the side. He's already started working on some of that as well, and going to continue. That's it. Anything? No, that's it.
Are there any questions for the applicant at this time? Thank you, sir. Is there anyone else here who would like to speak in favor of this request? Is there anyone here who would like to speak in opposition? Please come forward.
Good evening, Commissioners. It's a pleasure to be here with you tonight, and thank you for having us. If you don't know me, my name is Rachel Davis. I'm a council member with the City of Walnut Grove, and I also serve as a director for the Downtown Development Authority. Tonight, I'm here to speak in opposition of this rezone and conditional use request for this outdoor storage and commercial vehicle use. The proposed rezone is in direct conflict with the county's current and future land use map, as well as your current comprehensive plan. That inconsistency alone should be reason enough for the commission to deny the request. However, there are some additional things that I think you should pay attention to. Our property here on the right side is the new county park. Mr. Jose's property is directly in front of that. As you can see by the pictures that you're looking at now, that's not exactly the look we're going for when we are hosting softball tournaments or filling the 3,000-seater amphitheater that's in our park. I think it would undermine the current goals for the city of Walnut Grove and for the county, both. It would impact the experience people would have at the park and also visiting our city. From my position as a Downtown Development Authority Director with the City of Walnut Grove, I can tell you that first impressions matter. The entrance into Walnut Grove, which is literally right here at this intersection, would be a deterrent to our budding and growing new downtown development. We are trying to start a city from scratch. We literally have the intersection at 81 and 138, and that's it. But now we are growing a new downtown development on Walnut Grove Parkway. If people have to come past this and wonder what's behind 8-foot-tall metal fencing, or to see the current state of affairs that this property is in for years to come, how is the Development Authority going to be able to entice new businesses, to bring money, and to bring residential and people who actually want to participate in our businesses in our new downtown? One of my new favorite words is professionalize. Mr. Joe Morris, our new city administrator, is attempting his best to professionalize the city of Walnut Grove. So I implore you, commissioners, to come alongside us as you have since we've taken office, and join us in helping us to professionalize not only the city of Walnut Grove, but also the county, along with our $42 million park. And thank you for your time.
Thank you, ma'am. Is there anyone else here who would like to speak? Please come forward.
Good evening, Commissioners. Whoever left their glasses many months ago, thank you, because I forgot mine this morning, or this evening. My name is Stephanie Moncrief, and I live at 2041 Emerald Drive in Walnut Grove. I come before you today in my capacity as mayor of the city of Walnut Grove, and as a dedicated partner in our shared mission to create safe, clean, and welcoming communities for all who call Walton County home. Together, we work every day to ensure that our residents, whether in the city limits or in unincorporated areas, have places where they can live, work, play, and thrive. It is in this spirit of partnership and shared responsibility that I respectfully ask you to deny this request. Over the past years, we have seen a lot of things go on that property. None of it in keeping up with the stewardship that people should do for their properties. Right now, after the last planning and zoning meeting, there's a dump truck parked there. There's also a large screened area with a manufactured home behind it. And I can appreciate the fact that there was a permit purchased to be able to destroy that and remove it, but it's almost a little bit too late. As you are aware, presently the property is not zoned for the uses that it's being used, nor is it approved as a storage facility for commercial equipment, which it's also being used for. The activity taking place there stands in clear conflict with existing zoning regulations and with the character of the surrounding residential properties. In Walnut Grove, we had made significant strides in addressing long-standing code enforcement issues that have been neglected for far too long. Over the past 2 years, under the leadership of the City Council and with the diligent efforts of our code enforcement officer, we have resolved more than 150 separate code violations. We continue to work through remaining cases, many now nearing resolution, and have demonstrated our willingness to pursue legal remedies when necessary. In one instance, after repeated unsuccessful attempts to work collaboratively with the property owner, we obtained a court order which will allow the city to enter the property, complete required remediation at our expense, and place a lien to ensure future repayment. These actions underscore our commitment to maintaining a clean, orderly environment for our residents, and our residents are taking notice. Just recently, on November 24th, the City of Walnut Grove received this message from a citizen. Quote, "Thank you for all of the improvements to our city. God bless you all," end quote. Given this progress and the example we are striving to set across the region, it is disheartening to see a property owner so openly disregard established county ordinances. The current activities on the property at the corner of Guthrie Cemetery Road and Highway 81 clearly show a pattern of ignoring zoning rules to the detriment of nearby homeowners who expect, rightfully, to live in a stable residential environment. Approving the rezoning request for this property would undermine not only our collective efforts to protect the character of our communities, but also the progress we have made in promoting responsible property stewardship. It would reward a property owner who has already demonstrated unwillingness to comply with existing regulations, and it would set a concerning precedent for others. For these reasons and the reasons already discussed previously by the City of Walnut Grove Council Member Rachel Davis and in continued support of our shared goals for Walton County. I respectfully ask that you deny this rezoning conditional use application. Doing so will affirm our mutual commitment to orderly development, community safety, and the protection of residential neighborhoods. Thank you for your consideration and for your continued partnership with the City of Walnut Grove.
Thank you. Is there anyone else here who would like to speak in opposition to this request? Please come forward.
Hello, good evening, and thank you for hearing this matter. My name is Erica Miles. I live at 2631 Leon Avenue in the city of Walnut Grove. I'm also on the city council. I'm a real estate agent. And so I'm coming at this from a real estate perspective. You guys just approved some parking right beside Youth Middle School that these trucks would be able to park within. There's a huge parking lot off of 138 called Oxford Storage, and there's also Industrial Parkway that's right beside the high school. All of those areas this gentleman could park these vehicles in. He knew it was zoned residential when he bought this property, and he is within a residential area. The future land use map states that it's a residential area. Having this type of facility right here is not going to increase the citizens of Walton County's property values. It would decrease them. This gentleman, I don't believe, is a citizen of Walton County, nor is his business registered in Walton County. I don't see how it is bettering the county or the citizens in any way. We have a beautiful high school with beautiful branding, and this is the entrance to the high school off of Guthrie Cemetery. I'm trying not to repeat what others have said. The property has looked less than ideal for long enough, and I don't believe that by him not following the ordinances, just asking for a rezone in order to comply is not fair to the residential people alongside them. From the planning and zoning meeting, there was a lot of citizens that showed up. I watched it on the recording, and I want to say it was at least 10 people, maybe 15 people that showed up. And so when people are showing up to those meetings after work, I feel like that's important to them. And so for citizens, 15 citizens in the city of Walnut Grove, if you ever been to our city council meeting, that's a lot of people to show up for the city of Walnut Grove. So I would also like you to vote no for this rezone.
Thank you. There's about 45 seconds left. Is there anyone else here who would like to speak in opposition? Seeing none, would the applicant like to come forward to rebut? All right, I think he's declining to rebut. Okay. With that, we'll close the public hearing.
All right. I entertain a motion on this rezone.
Can I ask the code enforcement to come to the mic and state what he's done? Or is it too late?
You're welcome to ask the staff whatever questions you like.
Would you explain to the board what all he's already done?
Yes, my name's Mark Lewis. I'm with Code Enforcement. If anybody's familiar with that area, the residents that lived there before he bought it, it was extremely bad conditions. You couldn't even get to the trailer because of the flooding, and the living conditions were terrible. Since he purchased the location, he's graded and done a lot of work at the location. He's put a fence up, he's put a barrier around the fence. He knows he's going to have to put a different type of barrier if it's approved. He's got everything that's on the property stored behind the fence, and no other equipment's coming into the lot. He's planning on putting a fence around the property, a wooden fence, to keep the storage hidden or coming within code. He's tearing down the trailer if it's approved. The trailers, he doesn't have to take that down. If he takes that fence down and just leaves the trailer, it's gonna be a very bad eyesore for the entrance to the park. But he's trying to upgrade the area, he's trying to grade the front end, and it's just so much more than it was since he purchased the lot. And he has done everything we've asked him to do. Each time we've gone out there, he has made progress, and that's what we look for on compliance before we do any kind of enforcement.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions? The
I think
public
they've closed the public hearing on it. He just had questions for code enforcement.
How long has he owned the property?
Roughly 2 years, I believe.
That's fine, that's good, thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor and council, I understand that this is a big deal for the city, but this is a commercial lot. There's a red light on the corner of Highway 81, and well, it's, so, so I'm gonna make the motion to approve it with the following conditions. It's a special use permit. It's only to be used for Pyramid Constructions use, no other vehicles. It has to have a wood fence, a decorative wood fence, and I make that motion.
All right, we have a motion. Is there a second?
I second it.
All right, we have a second. Any other discussion?
Yes, can you repeat those conditions?
Do you write them down? Make sure I don't mess them up.
Make sure they're the same ones we read off to begin with, right?
Okay. Approve the rezone with a conditional use only to be used by Pyramid Construction. A decorative wood fence around the property.
And one more, I forgot. No vehicles can be there, and they have to be all operative. No junk sitting there that don't run. Has to have a tag.
Okay, so all vehicles have to be his. His vehicle, okay.
And operable.
And operable.
All right, does the second go for the amended motion?
Can I add further conditions?
Yeah.
I further add that he has to follow through with the demolition of the trailer that's there.
Now, please read back what we have now.
All right. Approve the rezone with a conditional use only to be used by Pyramid Construction. No other vehicles, all vehicles have to be operable. A decorative wood fence, and he has to follow through with the demo of the mobile home on the property.
Can you define decorative wood fence? Like a privacy fence?
Privacy fence is approved by the county, 8 foot tall.
8 foot privacy fence.
Ain't that the code,
Wood
8
privacy,
foot?
Yes.
Is that too high?
Yeah, I believe it is 8 foot.
8 feet.
Yes, privacy.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any other questions from the board? I'll call the question. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Those opposed?
Aye.
I believe you got a tie.
We have three on the left, Commissioner Adams, Commissioner Dixon, and Commissioner Bradford. And we have three on the right in favor, putting the chairman on a hot seat. I agree that it is commercial and it's limited to this particular use, so I will vote aye. All right, 6.5.
Item number 6.5, rezone Z25-0334, rezone 13.13 acres from B2A2 to B3 for commercial vehicle parking facility and a variance to permit use of the existing driveway as the access of Highway 78. Applicant owner is ELK Holding LLC, property located at 3149 Highway 78 and Old Brognats Mill Road. Map and parcel is C44-7A and C46-34D. It's in District 1. There was some opposition at the planning meeting concerning with the entrance, traffic, noise, and the negative impact of heavy equipment on the environment. The Planning Commission recommended approval with 9 conditions. The first condition was approval of this application shall include approval of a variance to permit the use of the existing driveway as access to Highway 78. Number 2, a security fence 8 feet in height shall be required around the entire perimeter of the project site. Fencing along the frontage of Old Broadnax Mill Road and Highway 78 shall provide an opaque screening constructed of R-panel steel material, colored gray or brown. The remainder of the fencing along the interior property lines can match the exterior fencing or at the applicant's choosing, may be constructed of black vinyl coated chain link material 8 feet in height. A digital automated access gate, as noted in the applicant's letter of intent, shall be required and operational at all times. Number 3, property frontage along Highway 78 shall be landscaped with evergreen trees such as Teju Green Giant, Nellie R. Stevens Holly, Little Jim Magnolia, or Cryptomia Japona. Trees shall be planted in a double staggered row, spaced appropriately for the species used. A minimum of 3 different species shall be used. Number 4, overnight stay on property shall be strictly prohibited. Number 5, all parking spaces shall be clearly marked as shown on the amended site plan. Parking surfaces shall be maintained free of weeds and vegetation. Property shall be kept free of all trash and debris. Number 6, on-site washing and repair of vehicles shall be prohibited. Number 7, junk, wrecked, salvage, or inoperable vehicles shall not be stored on site. Storage of vehicle parts or any other material shall be prohibited. Number 8, all lighting shall be directed inward to the site and shall be downward, directional, and full cutoff shielded. Any additional Walton County lighting requirements shall be met. And number 9, a berm installed adjacent to the eastern property line of 2580 Highway 78. Opaque fencing and landscaping continue from Highway 78 along this property line as well.
I have a question before we open public hearing. Is this recommendation approval by the property owner, or is this by some planning commission members?
It was a mixture of some of the items were in the letter of intent and by the recommendation from the planning commission.
When you start specifying particular trees and stuff like that, do we have an arborist
We do.
in hire
No.
for Walton County?
No, sir.
Then how will we enforce the type trees if it's approved?
Do you mind repeating those conditions? I'm just kidding.
Sure. I got all night.
I don't know one evergreen from another except for cedar and Leland cypress, you know. All right, we'll open the public hearing and move forward.
All right, we'll open the public hearing on this matter. Would the applicant like to come forward?
Good evening. My name is Andrea Gray, 300 East Church Street, Monroe, Georgia. This evening, I have the pleasure of representing ELK Holdings and their request to rezone 13.13 acres from B2A2 to B3 with a driveway variance for a commercial vehicle parking facility. I'd like to start by rereading all the conditions. No, I won't put you through that. I'd like to start talking about the location of the property. So it does have frontage on both Highway 78 and Old Broadnecks Mill. It's the combination of two parcels. It's located in an industrial area. Part of the property is B2, and that's used for landscape supply and a store there. The other part is used for agricultural uses. To the southwest, it's bordered by Panel Steel, which is all M1 zoned properties. To the southeast, it's bordered by Plantation Industrial Park. And then to the immediate east is Andrew Pest Control, which is the small M1 property there. So you can see, based on what is already in this area, and given that it's on Highway 78, this is an industrial area appropriate for this type of use. Future land use map, this is in the highway corridor area, which again allows for B3 zoning and anticipates this type of commercial industrial uses down Highway 78. This is the site plan, again, 13.13 acres. Fits about 206 parking spaces based on how we laid it out on this concept plan. And those are large spaces, 75 feet by 12 feet. Want to make sure we can get all those boats and recreational campers in here, along with tractor trailer parking as well. So we anticipate it being a good mix. You know, with all the new neighborhoods that have HOAs, they're not allowing boat parking or RV parking, and so this will be a great solution for that in this area. We've got the gate and the driveway shown there in green. It's 160 feet deep to make sure that there's no traffic backups onto Old Broadnecks Mill or to Highway 78. Access points, as we talked about, we're requesting a variance to continue to use the existing access from Old Broadnecks Mill right onto Highway 78 for that eastbound traffic. So they would come right out of the facility, shown here in yellow, and take a right and head right out on Highway 78. For westbound traffic, they can go directly straight. Our driveway will be lined up directly with Broadnecks Mill Road, so they can just go straight out of our facility and go down to the light at Bay Creek to turn left to head westbound on Highway 78. And structuring it this way, which uses existing infrastructure, it prevents trucks from taking a right and having to go down to Cowan Road to take a U-turn to go back west. Actually, I met John Allman out on the site. I saw him earlier. And we looked at the access, and he much prefers the ability for there to be a westbound exit and using the light than, again, to having trucks having to do a U-turn down at Cowan. View from the nearest homes, there's several very nice homes down Horseshoe Road. If you've driven down there, this point of view on the left picture, I was parked in front of the first driveway of the first house on Horseshoe, looking back up towards where the development will be. All you can see are trees there, so actually no visibility directly from the homes. Going a little further down Horseshoe, to where you can see up the hill, there's about 1,000 feet between the road and where this development will start. So it's a significant distance away even from the undeveloped portions of Horseshoe Road. Screening, again, minimal visibility from Horseshoe Road. We're surrounded by other industrial uses. And then the Highway 78 frontage, My client proposed to put up the 8-foot R-panel steel painted fence, so that was our proposition. There's precedent for that in other parts of the county. JB Steel Company and Copart also use that type of fence. It's an upgrade from what the ordinance requires because it requires opaque fencing, which means you can still kind of see through it, and this is completely solid. We proposed to do evergreen plantings in front of the fence. We did not propose all those varieties of plants that I cannot pronounce either, but we did propose to do evergreen plantings in front of the fence there. And if the board were to so choose to impose the planning commission's conditions, those are acceptable to us. But as I said, we propose just evergreen plantings without the specific types. Operation-wise, just want to make this very clear, this is not a truck stop. There will be no sleeping in vehicles, no auto repairs occurring on the site. It will be controlled by an automated gate, which is controlled through an app on your phone, so you can make reservations to come in and reserve your spot. And when you come in, you can activate the gate using your app on your phone, so there should be no wait times and no traffic backing up, very smooth process. All the lighting will meet county ordinance requirements. All the parking spaces will be marked, so it won't be chaos. It'll be very organized with the concrete markers that will be labeled with numbers, and then some reflective markers in the ground to make sure that the spaces are, again, marked. The Planning Commission conditions, I will not put you through this again. If you can read this on the screen, your eyes are much better than mine. But these are the 9 conditions that were requested by the Planning Commission. Many of these are ordinance requirements anyway. My client did propose the 8-foot R-panel steel fencing and the plantings of evergreen trees of some variety along 78. Also specifically, we did agree to help our neighbor, Andrews Pest Control, with condition number 9, to work with him to install a berm and fencing there to his satisfaction to make sure that he's protected on that side. So with that, again, our request is to rezone the 13.13 acres from B2A2 to B3 with a variance to allow us to use the existing driveway. And I'll reserve the remainder of my time for rebuttal. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions for the applicant at this time?
No, we have not.
The existing business, the landscape material, is that going to stay, or is that part of the?
It will not stay.
Okay,
it'll be replaced by this.
So this is strictly RV and boat, no tractor trailers, no trailer of that
It's
kind?
RV, boat, and tractor trailer. Any
So
kind
it is
of
tractor trailer.
commercial vehicle, an electrician's vehicle, all of those.
Has the applicant done a market study to see if we need additional parking? Can we support 206 more commercial parking spaces, for lack of a better description?
Yeah, again, based on the number of residential developments being approved with HOAs, we believe, yes, that there is. Also, I personally live down Highway 78 on the other end, and every morning when I'm driving into work, there's tractor trailers parked on Highway 78. And, I think there is a demand because, clearly if you're parking on the side of a highway, there's short parking spaces.
Thank you. Is there anyone else here who would like to speak in favor of this request? Is there anyone here who would like to speak in opposition? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing.
All right, entertain a motion from the board.
I motion to approve the rezone with the conditions outlined by the Planning Commission and with the additional one of no refrigerated trucks that have to run to maintain the refrigeration. So add the condition of no refrigerated trucks.
Get it? All right.
So that's 10 conditions.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Oppose?
Aye.
We have 2 opposed, 4 passed. Bradford and Kirkland opposed. And I didn't vote. It passed majority of the board. Okay, 6.6, amendments to Walton County Land Development Ordinance.
Six is OA 25-0335, amendment to the Walton County Land Development Ordinance as per amendment sheet dated 10/1. This is the amendment to amend Section 270, Part 2 of Article 11 of the Comprehensive Land Development Ordinance and subdivision regulations for Walton County. It's for the stormwater maintenance and repair of stormwater retention and detention facilities. It's changing, previously it was approved as a special tax, and it's a special, the verbiage is changing to a special fee instead of a tax.
This is per input.
This is for the
Stormwater.
retention ponds that are growed up and the homeowners associations have dismantled.
That is correct.
And it allows taxing that particular subdivision to clean up the,
Yes.
okay.
And so instead of calling it a tax, we're calling it a special fee.
This is per the tax commissioner and the tax assessor's input on how to streamline this.
It's a special fee district.
Special fee district.
That's right.
It'll still be charged on a tax bill, but it'll be designated as a fee.
Almost like your street light fee.
Okay. All right, any other questions from the board on this?
We'll need to do a public hearing. We'll need to do a public hearing on it, too.
All right, so let's turn it over to you and let you do the public hearing.
Would anyone like to be heard on this matter? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing.
All right, now, entertain a motion to approve this.
I make a motion to approve.
We got a motion to approve.
I second.
We got a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Passes all 6 members. 6.7, annexation.
6.7, annexation. This is a request for an annexation from the City of Social Circle to annex parcel C 17119, which is 5 acres on Hawkins Academy Road, and parcel C 17120, which is 146.80 acres located off Roy and Malcolm Road in the City of Social Circle. And it was a request of 100% annexation.
All right.
So the only board action that would be sought here would be to determine whether or not the county
If
intends
any
to
of the
object.
board members have an objection to this annexation.
So you could vote to, that you don't intend to object, if you'd like.
Does any of these board members want to object to this annexation? Then entertain a motion that there's no objection from Walton County BOC on this annexation.
I motion to proceed without objection.
Was that the motion? All right, need a second, please.
Second.
We get it? Yep. All right, motion second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Passed by the board, unanimous. Resolution to amend budget to comply with House Bill 85. Judge Ken Wynn, our Chief Judge, Alcota Judicial Circuit.
Mr. Chairman, on that one, Judge Wynn had to attend the Newton County meeting because they have something similar on their agenda. I volunteered to cover this for him. This is a request from the judges. It has to do with their, what they call locality pay, what used to be called their supplement from the county. The state has made some changes to Superior Court judges' salaries, which will have the effect of ultimately phasing out the supplements
County
that the county,
supplement, yeah.
that the county pays. So, so they're just, we prepared a resolution that would essentially have the county continue to pay the supplements that have always been paid, the county's half, because you're in the same circuit with Newton, as you know. But going forward, that amount's going to be reduced and ultimately phased out as the state increases the judges' salaries. So this is a cost savings mechanism for you going forward.
Motion to approve.
We got a motion to approve.
Second.
Everybody got a second? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? All right, 8.1 has been removed from the agenda. You have before you the administrative consent agenda. Are there any questions? If not, entertain a motion to approve the administrative consent agenda.
I make a motion to approve.
We got a motion to approve.
Second.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Passes. All right, we got two contracts. We got the contract with, I'm not even going to, Lumen Serve for the E911 towers, and that's,
I'll take care of that, sir. That's, this is to upgrade the security lighting on our existing radio towers. 911 has already worked with LumaServe to secure this, and it's in the amount of $56,338. It will upgrade our towers to make sure that they're FAA approved with LED lighting.
And I would suggest that if you're inclined to approve this, that you do it subject to county attorney review and approval. There's several pages of standard terms and conditions that look like that's something that I might want to mark up a little bit, so.
so any motion to approve this subject to the county attorney's approval?
It is already budgeted, so it does not take additional allocation, and it is actually, it does appear to be under what was budgeted.
All right, motion to approve.
We got a motion to approve subject to county attorney's review.
I second.
We got a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Passes unanimous by the board. The next item is Holland and Knight. It's an engagement letter with the county and city of Monroe to represent Walton County and the city of Monroe on joint transportation project with the legislature, state of Georgia. The amount is $8,500 a month, split between the city of Monroe and Walton County. This contract is for 12 months. I recommend that we do it for 6 months. We'll know within 6 months if we're going to get any funding from GDOT. And both the city of Monroe and Walton County have to approve this for them to be our lobbyists. Are there any questions? Entertain a motion to approve Holland and Knight as our representatives, subject to attorney's review and the city of Monroe agreeing likewise.
I make a motion to approve.
We got a motion.
I'll second.
We have a second. Any questions from the board? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? We have one opposition. Commissioner Lee Bradford. All right, we have the bid and for Dry Pond Road culvert replacement. That's an expensive culvert, isn't it?
This project was
submitted and approved as part of the LRA grant funding from GDOT. And we're just asking that you accept the low bid from Wilson Construction Management LLC. The total bid amount is $811,348 even.
Have they done work for us before, John?
They have not. They were were vetted by PPI, and they're currently constructing the roundabout at Ozora and 81. So we're familiar with their work.
Okay.
This is
There
not
were,
matching
there were
match.
what, 8 bids on this?
Yes, sir.
8? And this was best?
Yes, sir.
Entertain a motion to approve, accept this bid.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion to approve, we got a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes unanimous by the board. Okay, I'm at this time going to turn it over to our county attorney for the public comment section.
All right, there are 3 people that signed up for public comment. Each person will have 3 minutes to speak. The first is Gareth Finley. Please state your name and address when you come.
Good evening, I'm Gareth Finley. My address is 1695 Brush Creek Drive, Monroe, Georgia. I'm involved in a grassroots group of volunteers called Walton in Action. And no matter what our differences are, and we have many differences among ourselves, we are all Walton County residents, citizens who live here. We want to be involved in seeing that our county government is accountable to us, the people. We agree with comments by county staff that were made at the beginning of this meeting tonight. We agree that there is room for improvement, and we want to work together to make our community stronger. We citizens would like to interact more effectively with elected officials and staff during the formation of policies and the making of decisions. We don't want to be in the position of reacting negatively after decisions are made. We've been suggesting some new and more effective ways to communicate and participate. For example, we'd like to make it much easier for citizens to sign up for public comment. And we've discussed our ideas on that with county staff. We just heard today that this process will be improved soon. We'd like to see town hall meetings with more interaction and other opportunities to increase and improve citizen participation in county government. We are citizens, residents, voters, neighbors, and friends. As a part of this community, we will be walking in the Monroe Christmas Parade this week. We are Walton in Action, and we look forward to moving ahead together.
Thank you. Eden York is signed up. Is there Eden York? Cynthia Green. Cynthia Green here.
Good evening. My name is Cynthia Green, 925 Stone Creek Court in Monroe. First of all, I would like to say that I appreciate the work that Gareth Finley has been doing to try and improve what we have here in Walton County. And I support those strong actions of that group, whether I agree or disagree 100% with any or everyone. Secondly, I would like to say I very much appreciate and support and hold up high for the incredible job that the Walton County employees have done this year, including because I live in Monroe. I see more of what the city of Monroe does. Phenomenal job. And I would like to thank the city of Monroe also, and all of those employees, and the job that the mayor has done. And thirdly, I pray that this coming year, that the citizens can look to the leaders for improvement, support, and professionalism. Part of those would be if emails, calls, et cetera, come in, that they be answered in a timely manner. That the language that we are called is professional. I might not be too smart, but I don't think I'm that big of an idiot. But anyway, that would be my hope and my prayers for the upcoming year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. That's the end of the public comment period.
Okay, are there any other announcements? I want to wish everyone a happy and safe holiday season. Take care of your kids. Make sure they stay safe. Entertain a motion to adjourn. Got a motion to adjourn? Need a second? All right, second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye.